Mark 1:29 through 31. Forthwith, when they were come out of the synagogue, they entered into the house of Simon and Andrew with James and John. But Simon's wife mother lay sick of a fever, and anon they tell him of her. And he came and took her by the hand and lifted her up, and immediately the fever left her, and she ministered unto them. I noticed the dear woman. I noticed the apostles who left their nets. I noticed that Paul and many others, when they were drawn to Christ, were also drawn to serve. They were drawn to grow in Christ. They were drawn to serve. A.B. Grant's song a number of years ago was very simply explains what happens to a lot of people. It's called Fat Baby. So I know a man, maybe you know him too. You never can tell, he might even be you. He knelt at the altar and that was the end. He's saved and that's all that matters to him. His spiritual tummy, it can't take too much. One day a week he gets his spiritual lunch. Sunday he puts on his spiritual best and gives his language a spiritual rest. He's a fat little baby, just a fat little baby. He wants his bottle, and he don't mean maybe. He samples solid food once or twice, but he says doctrine leaves him cold as ice. He's been baptized, sanctified, redeemed by the blood, but his daily devotions are stuck in the mud. He knows the books of the Bible in John 3:16. He got the biggest King James you've ever seen. I've always wondered if he'll grow up someday. He's a mama's boy, and he likes it that way. If you happen to see him, tell him I said. He'll never grow if he never gets fed. He's a fat, fat, fat little baby. You know, I would counsel that man to check his birth certificate. Because when Jesus saves us, he saves us to grow and to serve. So maybe he's one of those who's a fat little baby. Or maybe he was stillborn. Better check that out. You ponder that, Pastor Steve.